And let's cross to Anfield now, where we can speak to our commentary team of Mike Perkins and Craig Hignett. First of all, Mike, just remind us of that team news one more time.
Yeah, so 5 changes outfield, 6 in total. Georgi Mamardashvili comes in for Alisson Becker in goal. Then the outfield changes are Andy Robertson in for Milos Kerkez. Joe Gomez replaces Ibrahima Konate. Curtis Jones replaces Connor Bradley. You've got Federico Chiesa in for Ryan Gravenbach. And Rio Engamoa replacing Florian Wirtz. So in full, it's a 4-2-3-1. You've got Georgi Mamardashvili as the goalkeeper. Jeremy Frimpong will slide back in at right back. You've got Joe Gomez and Virgil van Dijk as the centre halves, with Andy Robertson at left back. Alexis McAllister plays alongside Curtis Jones in the centre of midfield. You then have an attacking three of Cody Gakpo, Dominic Szoboszlai and Federico Chiesa playing in behind Rio Engamoa up front. The substitutes are Alisson Becker, Calvin Ramsey, Hugo Ekitike, interestingly, Wataru Endo, Milos Kerkez, Freddie Udman, Ibrahima Konate, Florian Wirtz, Trey Nyoni and Ryan Gravenbach. So that's the Liverpool team. The Barnsley team, they make 5 outfield changes. Murphy Cooper retains his place in goal. You've got a 4-2-3-1 in front of him. Tanai Watson, Mile du Gouvenier is alongside Jack Shepherd at centre half. Nathaniel Ogbeta completes the back four. You then got Adam Phillips and Jonathan Bland in the holding midfield positions, with Vimal Jonganathan pushing on towards the striker Davis Keeler-Dunn, who captains the side, Riaz Cleary, and we have Corey O'Keefe in the wide positions for Barnsley this evening. So they make 5 changes outfield. Their substitutes: Kieran Flavell, Ewan O'Connell, Fabio Giallo, David McGoldrick, Patrick Kelly, Mark Roberts, Georgie Gent, Connor Barrett and Leo Farrell. So that is how Barnsley line up for the visitors tonight.
Well, Mike, you're in a very, very lucky position because you are privileged to be alongside a former Barnsley Player of the Year in Mr. Craig Hignett. Craig, how are you? Evening.
I'm very well, thanks, Salty. Thanks for the big build-up.
Well, I mean, it's only the truth. When you saw this draw, what were your feelings? It's a nice tie for Barnsley, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great tie for them. I always keep an eye out on Barnsley. It was a place where I had really good memories. You know, we got to a playoff final. We had a really good time there. I had a good time personally there as well. So it's always a club that I've kept an eye out, looked for the results. So when I seen the draw, you know, I was delighted that I get a chance to see them, because I don't often get a chance to see them anymore. And there's a couple of players who I know, Reece Cleary, who I know, who had a little loan spell from West Brom at Hartlepool. And Davis Keeler-Dunn is someone who I've coached since he was 11 years old. So I'm really happy I get to see him play in the flesh at Anfield.
And in terms of Arne Slot's team selection, Craig, he's gone strong here. Do you think he's learned from, you know, what happened last season at Plymouth, and also what happened at home to Crystal Palace in the League Cup earlier on this season?
You'd like to think so, Salty. I came tonight and I was thinking to myself, you know, he needs to play a strong side, because the last thing he wants is any more controversy about performances, and if he just ekes over the line, that's not good enough, really. You know, they need to put on a performance. So I was really pleased when I seen the team sheet come out that he has gone strong. I mean, the team that he's picked should be more than good enough to blow Barnsley away.
It should, shouldn't it? Do you think also, with what's happened in the league this season, obviously going out of the League Cup last season, got to the final, the FA Cup is a bit more of a priority as well?
Yeah, absolutely. I think realistically it's the one that we're most likely to win. You know, we've had a good time in the FA Cup over recent years. You know, we've been to a few finals, me and you, and we've had a great day out at them as well. So it'd be nice to think that they'll have another go this year, but it looks as though they will. Like you say, there's not much that they can win. You know, Champions League, realistically, are they going to win that, the form that they've shown? Probably not, but you'd always hope. FA Cup, they could definitely win it. So I'm pleased that he's gone strong, because I'd like to see them have a really good, strong cup run.
And we now know that if Liverpool get through tonight, it's Brighton at home in the next round. It's not the easiest draw, is it, Craig? But how do you feel about knowing who you could play before you play a game? Does it ever come into your reckoning as a player?
No, not really. You don't think about it. Once the game starts, that's it. You're fully focused on that. But it's a home tie. You know, all you can ask for is a home tie. Brighton aren't any mugs. We know that. We know how good they are and the quality that they've got. But they've got a tie against Barnsley first that they need to win. So their priority will be on this game.
Well, let's hear from Arne Slot now for the first time. A decent point away at leaders Arsenal on Thursday and a good performance, especially in the second half. But even though that particular draw was perhaps a good draw in comparison to some of the others, Slot wasn't treating it as such.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised that this is not one of them, because for me it's exactly the same draw as all the others.